And for more on the deal, we're joined by Chris Morris, contributing writer to CNBC and Yahoo Tech, and host of the radio program Your Tech Support. Chris, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Chris, Microsoft acquired Minecraft for $2.5 billion. It's a big amount. Is this a strategically sound decision, especially in light of Microsoft's $6.3 billion deal for a quantive that it only had to write $6.2 billion off just a few years later?
Yeah, I think this one's going to work out pretty well for them. Minecraft is a machine that just is showing no signs of really slowing down at this point. Microsoft says it actually expects to be cash neutral on this by the end of its fiscal year. And another reason that we're interested in this is Microsoft didn't have to transfer money from its U.S. funds, so it escaped a lot of the tax burdens that it would have if Marcus Pearson had been based in the U.S.
The tax play is definitely something that analysts are citing, and perhaps a trend we'll continue to see more of. But I'm sure there are other reasons for this acquisition. Microsoft bought Mojang. It's not really about that company, but more specifically about Minecraft. And the company's created and published a few other small games, but nothing in its portfolio is on the level of Minecraft. Over 54 million copies sold. What exactly does Microsoft hope to accomplish by getting access to the game's millions of users?
Well, the deal isn't so much about Minecraft the game, it's about the users and the players of Minecraft. That is an untapped audience that's very, very loyal to the game. And as you mentioned in the report before this, they're a relatively young audience, so their habits aren't formed yet in the tech world. This can get them into the Microsoft biosphere and have them using not only the Windows computers, but maybe move over to the Xbox, maybe move over to Windows Phone, and create a brand loyalty to Microsoft as they grow up, and that helps the company long term.
Well, Chris, you mentioned loyalty, and one of the big factors or perhaps concerns is that the creators of Minecraft and Mojang's founders, Notch, Carl, and Jacob, are leaving the company. So will that make it harder for Microsoft to keep those diehard fans playing the game?
Probably not, for a couple reasons. One, this is a game that's taken on a life of its own, but more importantly, Notch and the others, they really haven't been involved in the day-to-day of Minecraft for several years now. So they've been figureheads, and they stayed on as figureheads, but they've not been the people who have been changing and evolving the game in that time.
Chris, I'm not a gamer, never played this game before. I understand that Minecraft is an open world sandbox style building game where players create objects and structures, a little bit like Lego. There's no real story, there's no real plot. What makes this so appealing?
It's that sandbox nature. It's the fact that you can do whatever you want in that game. And the things that people have done with Minecraft have just been insane. There have been recreations of Walt Disney World that are created using the game resources. Someone actually made a working computer somehow in the game code itself. Couldn't do very much, but still pretty impressive that they could pull that off.
But Chris, if we look at the overall world of gaming, I mean, trends come and go. I know that this is separate, but we had Angry Birds and we had the Farmville, and I realize that this is a different kind of game, but does this Minecraft have staying power to warrant a $2.5 billion price tag?
It's a huge price tag. There's no question about that. But one thing you have to remember, this is a game that's still being downloaded. Today, in the last 24 hours, it's been downloaded 8,500 times on PC alone. That's $235,000. It is consistently a top seller among console video games. And as you mentioned, it spawned this cottage industry of YouTube. And some of the biggest YouTube celebrities are people who got started doing Minecraft videos. It's a machine that's just continuing to go. There's a movie in the works. There's a lot of life left in Minecraft.
Is there concern that the user base is so young and perhaps are more fickle and they could just outgrow it?
There's probably some concern with that, but again, this is a group of people that have become incredibly loyal to the game. That's all that you talk about. You look around, you see kids wearing Minecraft shirts, carrying the stuffed creepers who are the enemies in the game. There is, the dedication to this game is unlike anything that you see with Call of Duty, with Halo, with any of the other big video games that you see on shelves.
So Chris, $2.5 billion, I still can't get over that price tag. What does Microsoft envision is the plan to monetize and get revenue back just to break even on that?
Well, as I mentioned, you have a lot of daily sales coming in. It's got a huge growth potential in the mobile market. And also there are versions for PlayStation, so Microsoft will be able to capitalize on Sony's big product, on Android, other things like that. Keep in mind also that we're in a situation right now in the gaming industry where price tags are getting big. Beyond this deal, you had Twitch TV taken over by Amazon for $2 billion not long ago. And Facebook bought Oculus, which is the inventor of the virtual reality headset, for, again, $2 billion. There are big price tags in this industry right now.
Yeah, certainly no child's play in the gaming industry. There's also talk of potential Xbox spin-off from this. We're going to have to leave it there. Thank you so much. Chris Morris, contributing writer to CNBC and Yahoo Tech, and host of the radio program, Your Tech Support.